You having a good day?
Oh, hell yeah!
does everybody in the world seem so divided? Why's everybody gotta hate each other? Who decided? If I took all the world's pride and all the world's money and wrapped it in a blanket and put it in a buggy. Could you see that maybe that baby was just the same as you are? You know it's never been easy. Every day for everybody ain't breezy. And I hope you realize when you look into another person's eyes, you know today would be a very good day just to have a good day. You know today would be a very good day just to have a good day. With a little more love and a little more laughter, a little more good vibes, less disaster. You know today would be a very good day just to have a good day. All day long, all day long.
Fire, give me reason, take me higher. See the champions take the field now. Unify us, make us feel proud. In the streets our heads are lifting as we lose our inhibition. Celebration, it surrounds us. Every nation, all around us. Singing forever young, singing songs underneath the sun. Let's rejoice in the beautiful game, and together at the end of the day, we all say, when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes. When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes. Oh, oh, oh. Give you freedom, give you fire, give you reason, take you higher. See the champions take the field now. Unify us, make us feel proud. In the streets our heads are lifting as we lose our inhibition. Celebration, it surrounds us. Every nation, all around us. Sing forever young, singing songs underneath the sun. Let's rejoice in the beautiful game, and together at the end of the day, we all say, when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes. When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes. Oh, 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 oh. Like a waving flag, and then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes. When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes. Oh, 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 oh. And everybody will be singing it.
Studio One, nestled in the heart of Calgary. Welcome to Aaron Gibson's Soulman Live. Bringing you that moment of joy in your day to ignite your inner phoenix and fly. today's featured guests, you. And now it's time to put your Hulk hearts up and welcome your big burly hug host, Aaron Gibson.
Hello, you epic souls, and welcome back to Soulman Live. I am your host, obviously Aaron Gibson, and wow, what a phenomenal week. Oh, so much to tell you in so little time as always, but I have to share some of the great things that are going on out in LinkedIn world. That universe is just the networking that is going on these days is absolutely out of this world. This week I was blessed to meet some absolutely amazing people, unique stories, each one, again, each soul carrying their own unique light. And just a big shout out to MCO HVAC and Waterworks that hosted such an absolutely amazing sales excellence training seminar. It was I could not get enough of it. And I even by the third day, I was so sore, but I was like, I cannot miss any of this. Speaking of sore, and this was part of the reason why I was literally going through that whole experience was, set problems. Okay, we're good. We're good. Nothing's gonna fall on me. You know, you come across these souls and you can tell those that are passionate about what they do. And this cat that basically conducted the sales training, he spoke very loudly. He's got an amazing story to tell. I don't want to dive too deeply in it because I have extended him an invitation, but of course a big shout out to Tium Farmer from Virginia. Thank you so much for such an amazing experience this week. And it was pain worthy. That was how good it was. And again, some amazing people that I met this week. Shout out to Sue, Rylan. Oh my God, there was so many great souls there, and everybody was engaged. It was just a phenomenal experience. So big shout out to them, and of course shout out to my team who got me to that location. Big love to Charlene, Gus, Samantha, and Brian. Appreciate you guys. A moment to reflect. Tonight, we are down a couple of hosts. They are taking the evening off because they are battling a nasty flu. So our Hulk hearts are with them while they are getting through this one, and appreciate them just being them. So love you, Brian and Nancy. Take it easy tonight. You are with us in spirit, absolutely, without question. And wow, Podfest 2024, when they made their comeback this year, was it's the most exciting time of my world this year on social media, because it was such a build-up. And I seen when you're a third person to that experience, you see the build up to it, and they slayed. Shout out Saturday, and just big love to Voice Your Vibe. Also, of course, big Hulk heart thanks to StreamYard for housing Soulman Live, and of course even more big burly hugs going out to our sponsor this evening, the gifted bipolar writer. Of course, we were having a just glory time through pre-live, and she's getting to play with buttons, and she's doing super fantastic, and I'm having a great giggle over on my end. All right, well, without further delay, let's start talking about our special guest for this evening. This cat I have caught, and I'm pretty sure I'll have to go back and double check, but I've been following him for about the last 8 months and have caught some amazing audios from him. And the size of his heart, I swear, it grows bigger every time I hear him in an audio. And again, that one of those smiles that like you light up. And of course, this comes from a spirit and a phoenix that has worked through. And when we were arranging all of this, when I was trying to book him I was actually booking him last year for this little ordeal, and this fun evening to celebrate him, because I've listened to him help so many others and help others get their foot in the door. And literally bending over backwards to help others that are just trying to fit their spot, find their niche, give them that that extra hand up when they need it. And we did the video there just prior to introducing Eny. When you see the hand up, that is exactly what this soul personifies. And I love his spirit and his commitment to just doing what's good out in the world. And we have so much adversity out in the world. So with all the shout outs and all the love going out there, I'm not going to delay any further. We're going to bring on our special guest. Please welcome everyone to the stage, Eny Osung. You got to unmute, my brother, or I've got to unmute you.
I tell you, I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I'm here. I'm still in shock. I really am.
It's such an honor and a privilege to have you here, my friend. And again, I feel that this is you deserve to be celebrated, and I could not wait. And as soon as you said yes, I've been itching at the gun, and we made it happen.
I tell you, thank you for the invitation. Thank you for the opportunity. I love your show. I'm here most weeks, listening and I'm watching and thinking, wow, I want to be on that. I want to be on that. I love the production, and I think the whole the lead up to now, it's just so well done. I wonder how you do it. So as I said, you must have a huge team. So
I have got the most amazing team of course, Brian Shulman, Nancy Deborah Barrows. I've got Nicole, the gifted bipolar writer, working the controls tonight, and we've got Jody working the comments. So it depends on connectivity here on this evening. So sometimes it's a challenge, but again, we do what we can here. There's no expectations. Everybody shows up because they want to show up, and I just appreciate them and wanting to give back to those silently struggling. So always a big shout out and love, and thank you so much. That's so humbling and kind.
It's true, and I see. All the great people on LinkedIn are here. They're here. It's where they spend Saturday night, apparently, or Friday night to Saturday morning for me. So thank you. Lonnie, you're too kind. You're too kind. I wear it every so often. Not always. I try not to. So I thought I might as well try and look smart. I might take the jacket off sometimes halfway through.
You know what? It's okay. And for those that aren't aware, Eny is actually tuning in from across the pond in London. I believe it was London.
Yeah.
In London, it's currently 1 a.m. his time. So I'm so grateful. And we're not going to keep him up too late this evening, but we're definitely going to have a good time, because tonight's theme is actually promoting positivity and paying it forward, which you personify greatly. And you can hear, it's one thing when people say things. It's another thing when you can hear people really mean it. And you do that every time that you're on an audio. You can hear it in the voice, the sincerity, and you're genuine, you're authentic. And that just, of course, that throws up the Soulman eyes right away as soon as I find cats like you that do these selfless things to help give back. And tonight we are going to be celebrating you. But for those that haven't had the privilege of doing the things that I do to make this show work and basically how do we word this nicely without making it sound like stalking? It's just watching those other souls out there do the things that they do and admire them from afar, and then send that invitation out and just hope that you will bless us with your presence. So for those that don't know you, Eny, please explain to the audience who you are, where you're from, what you're doing, and anything else you want to share about you.
Yeah, so I'm Eny Osung. I guess I've got I'm a family guy, really. So I've got 3 kids. A wife I've been with for the last 32 years. So loyalty is one of my things. I don't. If I find happiness, I tend to stay. There's no point running. Grass is never green on the other side. So I don't try and look on the other side. I'm fine. I love peace and quiet. I love my peace, literally my peace. So there's no. I don't have great dramas. When was the last time I went out? Actually, went out, a long time ago. because I live just outside London, there's not much to do. In London, everything's alive. In the countryside, nothing to do. So I go out to drive my car around, just to drive down the road and back again to just make sure the car still runs. So I do love my peace and quiet. And I say I love the work I do. I feel blessed that I have this unique position, to help people, and it's a weird place to be. And I said, after nearly 10 years of business, I guess I will hope to find our place on day one. We think, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to help loads of people. I'm going to get paid loads. And then you start your business, you realize it doesn't quite work like that. So you have to grind, everything to grind until you find a place. I feel so blessed, truly. I found audio, and also I found, the chance to have a skill doing people's books. That's something that actually, I feel so blessed today to be where I am. So this is one thing I would say, my friends, that way I don't miss my chance. I'm a marketing guy after all, right? I've got a book coming out at the end of February. So it's my first book, my first time being published in our anthology, Lessons Learned Through COVID. So, I'm looking forward to that. So please, keep an eye out, an ear out, an eye out. I'm sure I'll be doing loads of events in lead up to the launch, and then that's one of my life's ambitions, really.
Well, congratulations, man. Like, that's fantastic. And you know what? I apologize for interrupting, but I just want to let you know that as soon as that book is published, let me know. And please, by all means, throw a link up on the show for others to get a hold of this, because this is exciting news. I'm trying to contain myself. I'm going to shut up again though, so that you can finish speaking. But I'm just like, oh my god, I've had this experience too. This is amazing. Oh, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
Aaron, I'm more excited than you. I'm trying to keep it on the low. Just trying to keep calm. But it's super great to be here. So I love the opportunity to meet people. And today is really about meeting you properly and meeting your audience. That is super, super exciting. And I guess to hear my songs. So that's one thing that you've won already. You've cheered me up more than you probably realize. For those who don't know, you have to choose 3 songs for this show, right? So I chose 3 songs. I'm like, I actually have to learn these songs, otherwise I look silly. So and I'm choosing 3 songs out of my thousands of songs that I like. It's so hard. It's harder than you think. But every day I've played music for the last week just to have fun, just enjoy myself. I thank you for that. That's down to you. Otherwise, I never listen. I don't play music constantly. I play music in the car normally, but I've been enjoying music every day for many hours. Thanks to choosing the 3 songs I've chosen tonight. I'm sure I'm going to shock people with my musical taste or lack of. It's fine.
Well, that's the thing, my friend, is that even it looks like you've frozen on your end a little bit.
I don't know why.
We'll work through it. We don't worry about that stuff here. If things do drop, come right on back. We got you. This is easy peasy. Oh God, now I had a brain fart. Sorry. You know what? It's my pleasure, man. And again, it's about promoting that positive energy back out into the world, and it can be a grand struggle. Oh, did you mute yourself, man? You can stay live. I'd rather hear you. Make sure you're still there. Eny? Okay. All right, we're going to continue on. So we're just going to hold out until Eny's connection is good again. But just applauding, tonight is when we were putting this all together, when we have the criteria for the Soulman is, I generally ask you to send me about 20 to 30 photos, basically starting from the beginning of your life to now. And the other thing that I pose as a challenge to each and every one of my guests, and I didn't anticipate it to be as big a challenge as it is, but pick 3 songs that speak loudly to you when you're in those moments of just needing to rebuild yourself and to kind of reclaim the moment. Take what's yours, reclaiming your happiness. All right, we're just going to do a quick audio check. Are you still there, my friend? We're going to also check for you on LinkedIn. If you want, and if it's easier, you can log out and then log back in, and then we'll bring you back on. That's not an issue. All right. Apparently Wi-Fi is acting a little iffy for me. How are you doing at your end, Nicole? Can you give me a thumbs up if things are going good at your end? Okay, perfect. Glorious. All right. So we're just double checking. Yeah. All right. Thanks for your patience and grace, everyone. Obviously, technical issues happen during live. And I was lucky that I was trained by the best. Shout out to Brian ShowMan and Nancy Deborah Barrows for teaching me just how to respond with calmness in these situations, because it's just a matter of patience and waiting, and we will get Eny back. No messages yet. Eny, if you can still see the stream, feel free to give me a shout on LinkedIn and just come back in at your leisure, my friend. So while he's gone, let's just celebrate him a little bit more. I mean, Eny helps. The way that he helps is he actually, if you're looking at getting into authoring, if you're looking at, pursuing your dreams, he's a very great coach. I mean, I met some amazing coaches this week at my event, and it was phenomenal to meet people just wanting to and enjoy themselves and learn. So, and he does that, and he helps teach people the skills that they need. And he's a cat that when I think of him and have spoken with him, he that saying of, oh, he's coming back, we're just going to wait until all things are good. He's one of those cats that you associate that saying, give a man a fish, they eat for a day, teach a man to fish, they live forever. Or they eat forever. And he does that every single time you're listening to a show. All right, I see he's back. Give me a thumbs up, Eny. Yeah, all right, he's back. Please welcome back to the stage, Eny Osung.
Yeah.
All right, and we're gonna switch you and put you in the big screen again. There you go. Good to have you back. You okay over there?
I don't know. Nothing happened. I'm just sitting there thinking, what happened? But it's cool. Tech does what tech does, right? We're still here. We're still alive. We're still good. Nancy, I see you as well. Hi, Nancy.
Yes. So we're going to take a quick moment, and this is where I'm going to get hello, Leslie.
The amazing Leslie's here as well.
I enjoy seeing her show up because she's got a very kind, unique heart, and not afraid to speak the truth from that heart. And I mean, in this world, that can be a big challenge. And we were talking kind of a little bit about or you were speaking a little bit about challenges there earlier. And so again, you've just committed to this, and you when we were talking about, creating a positive show for the evening, you're like, Aaron, I really don't have too much that is, happening in my world. And I'm like, that's fine. You know what? We'll steer things a different way. And why not showcase the things that you do well, which is promoting that positivity and paying it forward and helping others out. So for everybody at home, could you just explain a little bit about how you do that on your audios? What are the things that you're offering, and what are the things that you give with? I know it's a tough question, and I appreciate you being vulnerable. But this is about celebrating you as well as sharing your journey.
Yeah, no, it's a great question. I mean, I guess it's one that I know what I do instinctively. It feels like the right thing to do. Look, many years ago, say I was in marketing. What, in 2000? It feels like 25 years ago, because it's 25 years ago nearly, right? The internet was young, super young. And literally, I found myself in an internet company. I didn't even know what it was when I applied. So I got the job, and then suddenly I found out this internet thing is really is here. What's like we're talking about Web3 now. This internet thing does exist. Okay, so I was a content manager, but I was 21. I was a clever kid, I'd gone through school quite well. So I got a master's degree. So I was like, okay, I'm clever, right? So this internet thing was in the whole new revelation, and I was privileged to be one of those people who could predict what's coming. So I could write about what's the internet going to do for us, and so on and so forth. And I had huge ambition for the internet. The internet is going to make the world a fairer place. Now, the man in Mongolia can compete with the man in New York. Of course, they could. If they make a quality product or service, they can compete with anyone in any way. You have to remember, in those days, the internet was tiny. I think there was 5,000 e-commerce sites in the UK. 5,000. So we all knew each other. Everyone knew each other. And that were the days when we used to sell documents. You write a blog, you put a price on it, and you sell it to whoever comes to buy your article. So in a different world. But I had this dream of the internet being the equalizer, the great equalizer for everyone. So I lived that life for a while. Some things I predicted came right. Over the years. I guess my vision for the phone becoming the biggest computer we've ever seen, that came true. Again, don't forget the phones were bricks. Those big bricks we had to carry around, literally, on your shoulder strap. And I remember that right. A phone was a brick. It wasn't even a phone. It was a big thing.
It was a ghetto blaster with a huge antenna, wasn't it?
Seriously, So those are the days I'm talking coming back from. So and then I was surprised when I looked back almost 10 years later and saw that the world had become even more unfair because a small man couldn't find a place online. Unless you were the big boys, you had no hope. The plumber, the electrician, literally. I had I went to go and work in a charity. I went to go and run a kids charity. And one of my truly painful experiences was one of the kids I was working with. I was lucky to work with kids. You can see there's a pattern in my life, right? I help people all the way along. So one of the kids I worked with, a kid in the care system, in foster care. I must have met her when she was 12. She had two sisters. One had a mental health issue, and literally no. So it was traumatic half the time. But I took this kid. She's a clever kid. She's a world class. She's one of the biggest contemporary dance people in the theaters these days. Again, that's what gives this part of the story. That's what gives me joy, helping people to truly be who they are. Anyone who knows how the social care systems work, that people are deprived of the rights, they're deprived of funding. But we took this kid from 12. Then by the time she was 18, she'd created a pair of women's brogues, women's Oxford shoes. Those shoes with patterns, those funny. The patterns are ugly, but the shoes are very nice, right? They're quality. Hers were handmade. And they had the Union Jack on the sole. Everything was professionally done. Aaron, she couldn't sell a single pair. Couldn't sell a pair. She had a website. She had email. She'd done everything she meant to social media. She couldn't sell a single pair. That's when I resolved I'm going to work out what's wrong with the internet. What's gone wrong? Because I've spent 15 years helping kids in the system, disabled children, kids who run away from home, kids who are exploited, kids who are abused, asylum seekers. So I've done my time in charity sector. So my next people to try and help and save were small businesses. So that's why I started this marketing agency. And when I looked at marketing, I guess the picture was true. There's no lies. You need a big four to make money online: a website, social media, email, and ads. With those four things, you can't go wrong. You really can't, right? Yeah, any slight problem.
Yeah, but you, my friend, have a very unique gift in that. Like, not you, and to call it like it is, you not. This isn't always, this isn't always everybody's niche.
Yeah,
and you've taken it on and you've embraced it, and I know Leslie's loving on your jacket there. So tonight when you were picking the topic, we're going to shift
Yeah.
things a little bit. All right. So you picked the topic of, and I was just like, I just smiled. I couldn't help but smile. I was like, finding your inner peace in a chaotic world. What a great topic to bring up. And again, tonight we're promoting positivity. We're paying it forward. We're taking a different angle this evening. We're not diving into some major issues. We're going to talk about just promoting and paying it forward to others. So you've got a book coming. You have encouraged people. Where does your fire, like, where does that fire come from to just want to do this?
It's what I was born for. It's literally what I was born for. Again, I don't say that lightly. Literally, I have this need to help people. And I'm lucky to find ways of doing it, ways that actually make a difference. That's where the audio rooms come in. The audio rooms come in. The audio rooms are a unique way to help people to compete in the world. If you think most of the people we know that who are here now, we didn't know them a year ago. We didn't know them 2 years ago. Really not. Now, before live streams came in, before audio came in, we didn't know anyone really. Social media was a weird place. It was full of promises, but no delivery, no relationships. Online friends were online friends, people you connected with. Whereas now I have a way to make people stars. My goodness, that's a power. That's what I live for. I have a way to give to people who never had a voice. And the business grows, and it gives me joy. Yes, many do pay me, by the way, Aaron, so I'm not going to pretend it's not a business, right? But I love what I do, and I just like giving people that visibility that they never had. For me, it's not really work. It's just me having fun.
And I offer a different perspective that for some that is a tremendous amount of work to take on. And of course, this is how you're making money, but people are paying you to do this, which means that they have obviously found value in what you are giving to the system and to helping them. So that speaks volumes, my friend. And don't cut yourself short. There's an amazing heart in that amazing burgundy jacket.
It's not. I don't cut myself short of time. I realize I'm privileged to have the skills I have, and the knowledge I have. It's again a while ago. I would say to you, I don't believe in the spirituality. No, I've been to church when I was younger. Forget all that. But I've learned there's a greater thing than us, which has put me here to do what I do. There's such a strange feeling to feel like you found your place in the world. I think that's what we will strive for.
When you find your purpose, absolutely. Yeah. I know that feeling. Truly. When you find your purpose, truly. You're like, it amplifies you like tenfold. You're like, oh, I was fired up before. You should see me blow this shit up now. All right.
Exactly that. That's how I live every day. See that every so often I wonder to myself, is this for my 5 minutes of fame? Is it going to go away? It's not going to go away because I have to keep developing and improving and evolving and creating new things to help more people, right? But there's, that's like the way you just said is how it is. Wow, I'm here. I've got something. I'm going to use it to all my energy. And, if I fall over exhausted, then okay, fine. I know I did everything I could, right? I really did. And luckily I've got people behind me who will say he lived and helped people. That's what I want, really.
Speak of legacy. I hear Nicole. Right? Anytime, and of course I hear before that word legacy, and it's a plug at the same time, but it's speaking the truth. Again, before that novel, A Note to Your Family, I Am Your Legacy, I never even thought of the word legacy. I had mentioned it in word as in reference, but I had never seen the impact of what that word could be. And now that I had that dream come true for me, which is going to come true for you, is it's just so surreal. It's so surreal. Love it. And then you're helping people to achieve that moment as well. And wow, man. Okay, so keeping things going. So in your experience, all right, everybody's got a currency. And talking to different people from different walks of life and different backgrounds can be a challenge. What do you feel is the gift that you have behind you? I'm pretty sure I already know the answer, but let's try and explain that a little bit more for the audience. How do you find that way to approach those difficult situations? And again, with that huge heart of yours, like, you've got maybe multiple facets to work from. What are they?
I keep it simple. I keep it as simple as possible, right? And I guess when you have this voice, this position in a niche, I think you have to use that very carefully. So part of my thinking always is that what am I going to leave behind? Look, you are writing the book, the narrative about doing lives, like doing late night shows, right? That's you're doing that. So I'm sure to be very careful how you do it. It's a gift you have, right? So my gift is it's audio rooms, and I realized that's one of my true things, right? And once I realized that, suddenly I have to be very careful how I do what I do, and be consistent, be me, right? And truly be me. Not I can't pretend to be nice and then be horrible to people. So that's what fuels me really. So I got a very simple theory of doing audio rooms, and also maybe just being the same online. Be attached to nothing, be open to everything. That's my simple model. So you can say what you like as long as you're not being offensive. Good for you. I may agree, I may not agree. Doesn't really matter. It's not my problem, right? So, but as long as you can speak your truth, the audience can take it or leave it. I don't know I don't even know if I'm right half the time. I don't care if I don't mean to be right. I'll tell you what I think.
But you're being true to you.
Yes,
that's the thing, right?
You're true.
Look
to
at that
you.
smile.
The audience would take what they take from it. If they take anything, fine. If they ignore both of us, oh wow, so be it, right? I see people every day arguing. I'm like, why are you arguing? You've made your point. They've made their point. Let it go. But no, I must win. No, no one cares who wins. That's not the game we're playing. The game is just tell your truth. I tell my truth, and then leave it to everyone else to do what they have to do. It makes everything so simple. Otherwise, I don't care. The outcome is not my issue. The space, the people sharing, the people giving value, my clients being seen, my clients helping people their solutions. I can't say enough. So many people have played this internet game for years, they've never been heard. So audio is a unique space where Leslie, we know who Leslie is now.
Yes.
We know who. So for years, I hated working with coaches. I couldn't sell them. I just couldn't. Because they all sound the same. Growth, happiness. Okay, thanks. Better life, development. What does all that really mean? Now with audio, I can put people in front of an audience, and people go, "Oh, I get that. I get why you're different to that one." That's my gifts, really. It's not really me. It's the people doing what they do, right?
Well, and you are a unique soul, my friend, and that's part of the reason why you're here and to celebrate you. And I totally, again, I enjoy conversations with Eny, and I've enjoyed his audio rooms, and we could be carrying away, but I did get neglectful here. Let's take a moment, and we're gonna challenge my remote stream live producer to go through all the comments. And this is what happened to me once. Hashtag love my people on Voice Your Vibe. And by the way, I see you guys sneaking out of sneaking out of you're supposed to be, I love you guys, but you're supposed to be resting. Okay. I see those comments.
Is that Brian?
Well, and that's just it. I was, and again, bless them, because last season they're like, Aaron, you need to really start focusing a little more on watching those comments as it's rolling by, because there's some really engaging comments there. And if you watch the hashtag team replay, you're gonna see my face as soon as I see Brian and Nancy's comments come up. My face just literally did this. Like, I'll replay it.
I was wondering.
I love those two so much. That's my brother and sister, always showing up, even in their worst moments. They are always showing up and loving, and they're just so beautiful. So let's go through. Yes, let's say hi to Lonnie Ray. Thank you so much for being here this evening, Lonnie. You're always supporting, and again, yourself promoting that positive energy out there.
Lonnie's a superstar, really.
I did see
again. So maybe one thing that truly keeps me going is the amazing people I meet. Really. Lonnie is one of the superstars. She has a gift that I love being in awe. I keep saying these words, right? I love being like, wow, someone can do that. Lonnie has skills.
Yes.
She's a wordsmith in a way that I've never had anyone else who can make quips, quotes, sayings out of nothing, literally within seconds. That Lonnie can come up with something so genius. I'm like, wow, Lonnie, how do you think like that? So
hey, and to give you a perspective, the same way that you think about the world, she is a unique light, just like you.
Really?
And here supporting like wildfire. Of course, we've got we just seen everybody here that's showing up for you. I did see Tanya Davis, and she's got things on the go, and she's still showing up. I really appreciate everybody that showed up here to support Eny this evening, and of course Soulman live. Where am I here? I'm just going to take control for a little bit. I know I seen Jenny Gold out there. Angelica was there. Kristen Lynn Nori. Of course, we've got Willie J in the house. I see you, brother, and I seen you rolling through. Donald Baker, my brother. Oh, I can't wait to chat at you after the show, my friend. We've also got, I'm just going to scroll through. Oh, quick hello to Alejandra. I think I got that pronounced. Yes, thank you, Nicole. I was like, oh, did I just F her name up? Oh, I did see Dr. Constance Leland in here earlier too, coming to send her love and support to you, Eny. And then who else have we got here? I think we've pretty much, yes, Willie J. We had Willie J on last season, man. It was another amazing cat with a smile like yours. It just like he smiles, everybody lights up. You smile, everybody lights up. And of course, we know that with celebrating you, I put together something special to. Oh, Randy House was in the house. I remember seeing him come through. Yes. Oh, yeah. I see his comment now. We're going through. Got to make sure. I love making sure that all these people that have supported me have come through and just give them that little bit. I've seen Paul Deesh in here also earlier this evening.
I saw his name come up.
He's another audio superstar as well, just like yourself, and I love it when you two start kind of going back and forth and having a good engagement. That's always a very insightful evening. So in the spirit, I seen Rebecca. Yeah, I'm a little squirrel moments when I see people that I haven't gotten a chance to just give a quick shout out to. So yes, there will be a moment of squirrel. Actually, what's funny is TM was actually doing that this week too. So I was giggling every time that I'm not the only person doing squirrel out there. I've got a LinkedIn user. I'm gonna say that's Joelise. Is that Joelise?
Is that Damien?
Or is that Damien? Yes, we'll have to. Somebody's got their settings just altered, so we can't see you. Yes, it is great to see you, Eny. Damien Kinsey. There he is. Hi, Nancy O'Neill. We did catch you. Bill Bradford is in the house. Seen him earlier this evening. And I think, yes, and Chirito, always a pleasure, milady. She's joining us from the Philippines every time the show is on, and I appreciate your love and support. Jackie! Oh, my goober. I keep, it's a lot. I'm very working hard, just like you, Eny, when it comes to making sure that you're sending those invites out. And I send 1,000 invites out for every show. So when I do get a chance to catch these souls when they're available to be with us, it's always a gift, and it's always a pleasure to have them with us to help celebrate someone.
Truly, they could be anywhere else, but they could do anything. They just spend their time with us. I said that's valuable.
And
I love that. I love that sense of community that we'll build on here.
yes, LinkedIn is amazing for that, right? Like I have literally, I didn't expect to find family when I joined LinkedIn. And in my, the train's coming through. I don't know if you guys can hear that. LinkedIn is amazing for like building family, real family. Of course, I've got Nicole, my boss, work in the back. Cousin, if she wants to go there with it. And then of course Brian and Nancy, like they've carried me through so many, adverse times. And then those that you surround yourself with really help to determine on how you're going to make that outcome. And you projecting that positive energy or that moment for people to actually go, you know what, I can do this. Well, that said volumes. And of course you picked out 3 songs.
Yep.
Right. And of course, those 3 songs, typically what happens is I use those 3 songs to actually find your soul song. Now, the stipulation to this is that if there's a song on there that I feel as strongly as your soul song, we're going to use that. And actually, Nicole, when she was my second guest last year, she picked out her own soul song. And I was like, yeah, this is absolutely you. So for those at home that have any questions for Eny while we are going to roll the mental health montage, please feel free to just get those posted into the comments, send up those Hulk hearts and those whoop whoops as we take a moment to reflect on the fantastic soul that is Eny. Ready?
Yeah, the montage should be interesting. I saw them only once in my literally pictures in my generation. Not a thing that we do too often. So I'm curious to see what it looks like. I really
trust me, in this one, people are going to see your heart. And I made really good sure of it. Please, everyone at home, welcome to the Soulman Live Mental Health Break montage celebrating Eny Osung.
I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Oh yes, I can make it now. The pain is gone. Can make it now, yeah. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. I can feel it. But here is the rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. Oh, oh, oh. I can see all obstacles in my way, in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Bright, 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 sunshiny day. Oh, it's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Sunshiny, sunshiny
I,
I've got to mute us right after the video. I always mute for the video so that way we don't have any feedback or anything like that. I've got a quick connection notice. I've just got to go double check my Wi-Fi to make sure that we don't lose this last little segment, because what I want to do next is actually find out. Obviously, we know that you've got a book coming out, but what else is new and coming up for you? So please stand by. What we're gonna do is we're gonna run this commercial break right now after these messages.
Why does everybody in the world seem so divided? Why does everybody gotta hate each other? Who decided? If I took all the world's pride and all the world's money and wrapped it in a blanket and put it in a buggy, could you see that maybe that baby was just the same as you are? You know it's never been easy. Every day for everybody ain't breezy. And I hope you realize when you look into another person's eyes, you know today would be a very good day just to have a good day. You know today would be a very good day just to have a good day. With a little more love and a little more laughter, a little more good vibes, less disaster. You know today would be a very good day just to have a good day. All day long, all day long.
Okay, I made it. We're okay. Houston, we are okay. All right. Thanks for your patience, everyone. We are good for signal. All right. Thank you for your patience, Eny. So, what is new? What's happening? If there's any questions for Eny, please tell us what's new and happening for you. And any questions that pop up, we're going to fire your way.
it's more. This year is a year for more books. I said I've gotten over I've got nothing to share with the world fears. Now, so after the first book, it's like an addiction. Now, I call her Dr. Leslie. She's got 10 books. The reason for that, so I plan to write a lot more books, starting with, you never guess, positivity. Zion's room, Zion's audio room.
Yes, I've read a little bit.
So we're going to turn that into a book. So create a book about positivity. Essentially, my life's about innovating to stay ahead, right? There's many people who do what I do. They can organize audio rooms. Not everyone can write a book from an audio room. So I'm going to use this year to write many books. Again, it's a chance to elevate people, really. So of course I'm there, but I'm always a co-author. I'm always a co-host. It's about the people who I'm working with, for them to have that thing. Being an author makes you, that legacy word again, right? I want everyone to have that, and have the income, the recurring income that we'll talk about for so long. It can be done. So I want to make it happen for many more people this year. That's my main plan.
That's so exciting, and I'm so glad that you're pursuing that. Again, that word legacy was so foreign to me, and now it's so profound. Nicole's actually got a question. Eny, let me rephrase that. Eny, what's in your background?
It's a beautiful design by Jay Pasqua. See, I've been bugged with that. When you have this background, you have that distortion, right?
Yeah. Well, you're looking fabulous, my friend. You actually,
Yes,
your green screen is looking epic tonight. I'm loving it. Jay
designs these backgrounds, and there's no flicker at all. It looks as natural as it comes. I'm like, Jay, I must have one. So it's my logo with, we'll make you famous. I think we'll make you. That's good enough for me, right? It works better on Zoom where the whole thing is clear, but it makes me actually look, better than I am. If that makes sense.
Did you? Bless her heart, and this is why she's family. Eny, you've got an open invite to write a note to my family. I am your legacy 2024, and that yes, you have a story to share, my friend, and that will be an amazing legacy to share with a lot of people that can benefit. Because that's what the show is about, right? Is helping those that, you know, are not doing so well off on their own. It's helping the silently struggling. And here we are providing voices for the voiceless. So, you know, I just, what, I got one more question for you before we start to wrap things up and turn things down for the evening. Eny, what was, if you could have anything tomorrow to give to somebody else, what would it be?
Ooh, it's a simple one, really. You know, I guess, you know, is the belief in themselves, and is that belief that they can really, you know, we all can. That's how we got here. You know, I guess.
Angelica's, sorry. I thought you, I'm sorry. I interrupted. Sorry. Continue. I was like, oh, you got a question.
You know, I think, you know, for years, you know, we've struggled. You know, mental health, you know, we've struggled with anxiety, with fears, you know, feeling like a sense of failure. Alas, no, we're all still here. So we haven't failed. No, none of us have failed. We just learned. You know, I wish I'd learned about mindset earlier. You know, so, you know, if I had a gift, it really would be to give people that sense of belief, that sense that, you know, you're enough. You can do it. You know, you can do whatever. You know, you can do whatever you want. You know, so when you work with, you know, Dr. Leslie, as I call her, you realize it's all in your head. That's such a strange thing to realize. You know, see, I do audio rooms every day, as you say, right? It's the same message. You know, believe in yourself, but, you know, love yourself, believe in yourself. We say that, and I hear people talking. Now they're saying words, right? You know, I get it. I love myself. I know the importance of having my goals. I know the importance of feeling like I can be that great. And I remember saying to you a few days ago, I'm like, my friend, if you live like that, you would have the life of abundance that you crave. That's it. It's moving them from the words to living like that. Because when you truly live with that belief in yourself, that positivity, your world is transformed. And so many people I see, it is literally just a switch that will transform their lives. It's what changed my life. Literally, you know, I literally spent after COVID, I was thinking, what's the point of life? You know, what am I going to do, really? You know, before COVID, you know, when I was young, my aim was quite simple: go to school, finish school, get a job in personnel. I wanted to work and help people in HR type thing. It wasn't HR, it was personnel, right? Get a job in personnel, stay there 25 years, and then retire and die. That was just my plan. That was it, right? Because I thought, as an adult, there's nothing to do. There's nothing left. You know, once you're an adult, you just every day is the same, right? Every day is the same, and then you die. And I thought, okay, all right, I'll settle for that. You know, if you'd asked me, Eny, what do you want to be? I would have said to you, I want to be retired. When I was 20, I was saying, I want to hurry up and get to 66, retire, and hurry up and start dying, right? COVID sort of brought this reality that I could just die tomorrow. And who would know? Who would care, really? You know, back to my point with legacy, you know, who would miss us? What have I lived for? What have I done? Nothing, right? That's a fear that was there. So there suddenly was like, okay, there's more to life than I thought. But what is that thing? That thing came down to, you know, it's literally a 10-day mindset challenge. You know, my mindset coach, Donna Martin, I was giving Donna credit for everything, because literally. And, you know, what I learned in the 10 days was nothing spectacular. It was, I break it down simply, Eny, dare to go after your goals. Dare to say what you really want. And I want a global company. I want a marketing agency. I want clients all over the world. You might say I've done that already, right? But I want one that makes millions of pounds a year in revenue. I want a truly big company, right? Because that's how you help people more. So that's the first. So truly, go for your goals. The second one really is believe in yourself, love yourself, believe in yourself.
And that's an amazing. Sorry, go ahead. I was like,
Don't
you're warming my heart, man.
no, so don't do it by halves. Truly, I wake up and really. That's is when you can do that, the world is yours. You can design your day mentally. You design your days, right? We'll design,
Absolutely.
right? The people who don't design their days. If I could make that switch for them to be able to realize it isn't a gift, I would. That's why I would truly leave the world with. That's why.
That's an amazing.
That's really why I do what I do, Aaron. Sorry, I keep talking.
No,
That's why.
don't ever apologize, my friend. I'm just saying that's an amazing gift. That's an amazing heart. And again, it was just like I said right at the beginning. Your heart, every time I see you, is just like tenfold bigger. And I'm like, your heart, like, literally must take up your whole upper body, chest cavity. And I don't know how you're breathing right now because it's so huge. And I just appreciate you for being that genuine, authentic soul looking to, obviously support and take care of his family, but to really help people get to where they need to be.
Mm.
And thank you for doing that. And thank you for sharing that. That's an amazing gift, again, to give to the world.
Yeah, it's a joy, a true. Again, I get to live a blessed life. You seeing what gives me joy. My pets. You and the people here saw a picture of me and my family, which no one else has ever seen ever. The three of us are never in the same picture because one of us is holding the camera, right? But there's one picture there with me, my wife, and my son, and my youngest. That's never been seen before, and beyond that, I live a great life. I really do. I feel blessed, and what can we create, Aaron? What can we create? What can we really create in the world? What can we leave the world with?
Some happiness,
you.
right? Look at you. Yeah. So you did have one more question, and before we close everything up and roll that outro, I just want to make sure Angelica's question got answered. Eny, how many books are you looking at doing this year?
Ooh. No, someone said the other day I do 33 audio rooms a week. Yeah, probably true.
Little bits at a time.
You said probably 30. No, 30 is what I could do. Is what I'm working on. But I'm not going to do all of them at once.
Yeah,
because each book needs marketing, right? And I don't want to leave any book with regret. I wish I had marketed that more. So I have to make a plan to give every book the time it deserves to market the book, right? So in reality, I could do 30, but I probably do 5, 7. That's my aim. Can be done.
Love it.
It will be done.
I love it. Oh, thank you again, Eny, for being here with us this evening. And thank you for sharing your journey with us and helping to, again, project that positive energy back out into this world, because there are so many souls in need of it right now. Any souls that are out there and you have found that moment and you feel like you need to reach out and you need to talk to somebody, please, in Canada and in the US, please call 988. If you are struggling with mental adversity, there is somebody there to answer that call. And please understand, just as Eny said earlier, you are worthy. You are an important part of this world, and you have a unique light to share with all of us. You just need that opportunity, and we are here to help lift you back up. A big shout out to, of course, our sponsor for this evening, the Gifted Bipolar Writer. Shout out to StreamYard for housing the Soul Crew and Soulman Live. And much love to my sick brother and sister who still showed up. And most of all, and last but never least, all of you at home that have caught this episode and all the other episodes and continue to support Soulman Live. I appreciate you. I appreciate your hearts, and I appreciate the light that you give every episode that we show up for you, and you just shine it right back on us. So thank you, one and all. You are the reason this show is here. So, well, Eny, are we ready to dance it out on our way out?
Yeah, I'll put myself in mute though. I'm not gonna sing. You know.
Oh no singing required.
You
I
know,
could sing, but we're not
no,
gonna go there tonight.
I will say, you are the star, Aaron. No, thank you so much for the opportunity. You are the one that brings us all together. I'll forever love your show. So, and I will, always tune in when I can, and I'll bring some friends along as well. It's a great thing that you've got here.
Humbled, always humbled by you. Thank you. And thank you to everybody at home. This is Soulman Live. We will catch you next week. We're not going to release that special guest until probably about Sunday, but we've got kind of in the theme of coming back here, getting that second season going. We've obviously had our second guest. We've got our third guest. This one was promoting positivity. I've got somebody very special lined up that's going to give us a little treat during the show next week. So please stay tuned, be well to one another, and just stay humble and kind. Thank you from the Soulman Live crew, Nicole, Brian, Nancy, Jody. Let's say whoop whoop and wrap this sucker up. Take care of each other out there.
Bye, everyone.
Get it, baby, get it.